Hey guys, I am Vone Kevitz, designer and maker for VK Dare to Be Original on Galilee Life. And I've never attempted this before, so you're going to keep seeing me look up on YouTube. I am streaming live on Instagram and live on YouTube. It's 2021. I figure I might as well multitask now. So it should be interesting. Let me see if I can adjust my Instagram a little bit. There we go. So I'm not looking so far up. That's better. Then I can kind of. You guys, it's been so long since I have been live on YouTube by myself for these Saturday lives, and obviously never before. Hello. Oh, so glad you're here. Look at it. I've got a joiner. I'm drawing a blank on your name, sweet friend. Bread and butter. Hello. Oh, Joe. Is it Joe? Joanne? I waved at Elaine. Hey guys. And then if you are on YouTube, say hi to me and let's see if I could really blow my brain. So I'm gonna try to follow the comments on Instagram. I'm gonna try to follow the comments on YouTube, and we'll see how it goes. I'm working on a seed stitch scarf by Sugar Wheel Cotton Yarn Bee. This just happens to be one of my, oh, there it is. Is that better? This just happens to be one of my whips. I'm trying to get through all of my whips. Joelle, thank you. I'm a little nervous, and so therefore, not nervous being on live, nervous about running two cameras at the very same time on these lives. I'm going to try to do these from now on my Saturday lives. Let me get rid of my coffee so I can have some room to chat. This glass is almost done. I'm going to chug this and get this out of the way so we can get started. So many crazy things to talk about. It's been a long time, so let's just open with prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you for another amazing hour with my beautiful creative friends. And I have been incredibly blessed for the past, my whole life, but just specifically for the past couple of weeks. So much has gone on, and even though there's all this crazy around us, Lord, please, help us remember that you are the light, you are the love, you are the salt, and you are the ultimate savior. And may we rest in the peace that is you. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, so it really has been a while since I've been live on YouTube, and I just got over a 8-hour live stream with GL last week. We finally did our big live event that we'll be hosting annually, but this year was the first one, and it was insane. Oh, look at that. My poor Navies was up all night with Shella. The website went down for a bit, and even though I told her to get some sleep because there's nothing else she can do, she didn't listen. So where am I now? Oh, hey Kelly, thank you so much for joining. Kelly, I am live on YouTube, and I keep looking up because I got a camera up top, and I'm live on Instagram as well, so I can get on IGTV. So it's 2021. I'm totally multitasking now. It's been a long time coming. So yeah, we just got over a huge 8-hour live stream, and you can go check it out on Galilee-life.com/live2021, and you'll see the replay. It was Amazing. Kelly, college debt slavery. Hello, remember me? Not really. Why don't you remind me? Slightly, your title definitely reminds me, but like my memory is in there, but I cannot remember your name. Yes, I got both notifications. Awesome. You got Instagram and YouTube notifications from me? That is amazing considering that YouTube is definitely one of the channels that are muting me. And so speaking of mute, let's just get right into it. So Deplorable Knitter, my beautiful Deplorable Knitter friend from Politically Incorrect Knitters, DP Galilee Life tried to share one of her Stop the Steal hats, and they got flagged, and they couldn't share it on stories because it was against oh, good. College Debt Slavery says, I found your channel when you were live talking about politics. Loved you since. Well, we're going to get really into politics today, sweet friend. Because you know how political I am. Galilee Life got warned that they were violating commerce laws or something, so they couldn't share her stuff. And so it was just and then they sent her an email and everything. And then I went on my live on Instagram with and I shared it on YouTube as well. Because I got so upset that day because first of all, I found out in the afternoon that Ron Paul, who is one of my favorite humans, I love Ron Paul. He is a true freedom and independence lover, so and big constitutionalist. And his Facebook got banned or something. Kelly says she loves Deplorable Knitter too. I love the Patriarch Fiber friends. Definitely trying to give all my attention to them all. Sweet. And believe me, we need it, kiddo. We need it. So I just found out that Tim Pool's Facebook account got stopped. Did I hear that correctly? I'm not sure. There's so many crazy going on. So many conservative sites. We know about Parler. Do you know about Parler? Good morning. Who is that? Instead of what? Iota? Is it instead of what iota? I love that. Did I read that correctly? Yeah, Parler, the President of the United States, has been muted. If the President of the United States can be muted by social media, what does that say for little old me and any other little old accounts? The founder of the walkaway movement, his Facebook got deleted. He had, I believe, if I read that correctly, like 500,000 likes on followers on Facebook. Vanished. His account vanished. They shut him down. Was rewatching Deplorable Knitter with you on it. I love what you stand by. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was so. Oh, hey, DP is hanging out on YouTube. I wasn't sure where she's going to pop up. DP, I actually really thought you were going to go on Instagram since your addiction is super strong up there. But my guess is she just released her video, her Politically Incorrect Knitters video with Ann Pinkova on YouTube. So my guess is that's why she's hanging out in YouTube. So if you guys are not following Politically Incorrect Knitters, go follow their channel. They work a lot harder on YouTube than I do. She actually edits her videos. That's why if you watch my interview with Politically Incorrect Knitters, I sound so good because they edit me. And it was all done by the beautiful DP. She polishes me up, and I was like, man, that Asian sounds so smart on that show. And I was like, And I said, I'm working on my video up right now. Working on my video up right now. Oh, sweet. So her video did just drop. So guys, after you leave my live stream, go watch that channel. Go see what they just dropped today. Oh, you're late today. Uh, so yeah, so we were like, it was a 2-hour conversation when we interviewed or when we chatted. Basically, it really wasn't an interview, but it might as well have been because I talked the whole 2 hours. And I was like, oh my God, you guys, I'm totally monopolizing the time. And they're like, well, you're supposed to. This was an interview. but but when it was all done, I was like so impressed. I was like, DP, you made me sound so smart on your channel. That's because I was like, you made me sound so smart because she edited me. I was like, I really need an editor for my life, and I want her in my pocket so that I can pull out and so she could edit me throughout my life. Wouldn't that be fantastic? But dude, don't leave me too soon, DP, because I've got something interesting to talk about today. Speaking of me being Asian and all. Because I like to remind people that I'm Asian in case it's not obvious to you. You know, like how all the woke accounts, they love to tell you what color you are and what color we need to be, right? So, you know, in case you guys don't know, I'm Asian. In case. I just saw a commercial. I just heard that there was like something going on with Twitter. There's the woke are after Domino's commercial. Did you see it? I guess the Domino's commercial released sometime around Christmas. I just found this out yesterday from one of the YouTube videos. And they basically were saying, oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm going to give them a follow. I didn't know they had one. Oh, Kelly, Politically Incorrect Knitters is huge on YouTube. You need to go find them. You need to go find them and follow that channel. They mentions. Wait, my husband does the same thing. He mentions his Japanese ancestry. Hey, for a while we were marginalized, so we were like really uplifted. We had to flaunt our us being Asian, you know, but because it's pretty cool to be marginalized right now, right? But the Asians also now, what did Anne say about Harvard? Like we're just as equal as the whites, so we are privileged now, and we are no longer marginalized because, you know, I don't know, we're too smart, I believe she said. I'm still writing emails, so I'm and I might be distracted. Got it. So yes, Domino commercial had like a couple of women. I didn't watch the complete commercial, but a couple of women. I believe they're all minorities. I don't even believe there was any white representation. So that was definitely So they were trying to be. They were trying to be. Domino's was trying to be like inclusive. If you look at all the ladies surrounding, I don't even think there was a white lady there, but maybe she was. I don't know. I definitely saw African American, and did I even see an Asian? I'm not sure. Maybe Hispanic. I'm not sure. But they're sitting around the table and they want to order fast food. And what's the fastest food? And the one person said, I don't want Chinese. And then the other goes, okay, then Domino's it is. So they ordered pizza. They ordered Domino's because Domino's was quicker, and it's a Domino's commercial. So now there's a Twitter backlash because I don't know who's offended. Is it an Asian person that's offended? Or was it a Caucasian person that was offended for the Asians? Or was it an African American person that was offended for the Asians? But whoever it is that's not happy with Domino's right now, they are very upset that Domino's is racist for saying they didn't want Chinese tonight. For the one lady saying she didn't want Chinese tonight. Now, I laugh because I just think we are in such a cartoon, goofy world anymore that the president of the United States can be muted. Entire independent social media platform can be shut down systematically. That's a systematic move. If you don't know, they like to call it systematic racism, but that shutting down of Parler is a systematic move where they went after their They went after their lawyers. They went after their internet server. They went after everything to shut them down. And I hope they fight that. I hope they fight that, because if Parler loses, and I think it's up to the judge now, if Parler loses, then true freedom of speech is gone. It's done with. We are with the election nonsense. We were already a banana republic. Now we'll be like complete tyranny. Complete. Do you know how a single man got an entire nation to execute 6 million Jews? He controlled the narrative. That's how he did it. That's how he did it. And we're watching our narrative controlling the people right now. So if they can do that, if they can mute the president of the United States, they can mute an entire independent social media platform because they didn't want to play ball with the big tyranny of the tech lords. Where do we stand? Where do we stand? Well, this is why my faith is in no man, but here. This is why my faith is in no man, because all that is already in here. All those lessons in life are already in the beautiful Bible. I am so white, so I don't get to be upset, but I also love Chinese food. I'm white, so I don't get to be upset, but I also love Chinese food. I too, let's see, I too love Chinese food, and if I was going to be upset with Domino's, I would be like, yeah, shoot, who would turn up Chinese? If I had a choice of Chinese or Domino's, I would be Chinese. So if that's the upsetting statement, that might have been it. But crazy right now. It amazes me that anyone says, go find your own platform. And when we do with Parler, they shut that down. It's so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous, and it is scary, and it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. So if you noticed in my new bios now, if you guys, wherever I get shut down, wherever you don't see me, I'm popping up somewhere else. It's always Von Kevitz. Look it up. You'll find me. You know, I just got on Telegram, that I absolutely love right now. I just got on Telegram, but I didn't make Telegram public yet, but I may make it public, so you guys can go find me there and follow me. I think you can get up to 2,000 followers on there, so we could share videos, and maybe I'll create a group in there. Oh, you do not know what happened with Parler? Oh, it was a big thing this week. Amazon, Google, Apple, all shut them down. They took they stopped their internet server. They stopped their contracts. They went after their lawyers. Like, they threatened them. They're no longer, if you try to get on Parler, I don't believe you can right now. I don't believe they're back up yet, because their system crashed, because everybody left. Because the second that the president was banned from Twitter, everybody moved over to Parler, and their system got inundated. Telegram system is inundated with, like, I think 24 million new subscribers in the past 72 hours or something was what I last read. And I believe Apple is now after Telegram. It's scary times. It's scary times right now. And you know, the crazy thing is if the results were so fair and legitimate, you know, and that dude got more votes. He's the most popular president ever because he got more votes than Obama did when he couldn't fill 20 people in a stadium during his campaign. And if that was really true and legitimate, why are they doing all this? Why are they muting? Why are they shutting down? Like, this is systematic. Conservative accounts are crazily being shut down. I believe I read Unsafe Space, our knitting community got shut down on Twitter. I haven't talked to Carrie yet, so but the founder of the Walkaway movement, which they're all a part of, because the Walkaway movement was Democrats that left the Democratic Party because they didn't recognize the Democratic Party that they once knew, and so they left and they went to vote for Trump. And so and they were a huge following, like it's a huge following of that people, of that group of voters that did that. And they got, the Facebook account just got shut down. Yes, if they won, why hasn't she given up her Senate seat? And why do they need 30,000 soldiers in Washington for inauguration? Washington. So the big Capitol, the big cathedral that we watch for 6 months. Homes, businesses, all being burnt to the ground, looted, rioted, destroyed, livelihoods decimated, people murdered. Through all that, we watched that for 6 months in the guise of equality, and because we followed a racist Marxist organization in doing so. They there was they found out, like, one of the guys that was inside the Capitol is he a big time liberal, a radical. I don't even want to call him liberal. I don't know. He might be even worse. He might have been Antifa. I'm not sure. But he was on CNN previously to that. So I don't know if he got arrested or he got caught, but he was wearing a Trump hat. So we have posers, a proven poser trying to be a Trump person. And he got caught because he's been on CNN saying how much he hates Trump. But why is he walking? Or if he hates Trump so much because he's on CNN, you know what I mean, talking about how much he hates Trump, but then he goes and wears Trump hat and breaks into the Capitol building. I don't know, it's funny. People are funny. And yet we're the crazy, right? I've been asking this too. Also, why isn't Hollywood out there in their faces gloating? Yeah, Hollywood. Just heard Tom Hanks is doing the inauguration. Is he a part of that? The dude that left Greece pending pedophilia cases, but I guess it's safe for him to enter back into the States again now that he'll have, the new president, the new most popular president of all times, so now he's safe to come back to the United States again. If we're still paying money, you guys, if we're still paying money to support these evil, like celebrities, I would reconsider. And I used to be one of those people. Oh, I used to love idolatry. I used to love to idolize the rich and the famous. Boy, when they pull the rug from underneath you, it's a very shocking world. Lady Gaga was there too. The one that proclaims, to love cannibalism. And it's in a news article. Her words, guys, her words. Yeah, I've unfollowed them all on social. Yeah, I'm to the point where I'm actually grotesque. Like, my stomach actually turns when I watch TV anymore. So that's why I rarely do. Right now, I'm like consuming my husband's YouTube independent content people just to give me a relief of what the nonsense, but they're all being threatened to be taken down as well. So they too are finding all the ways to have a backup plan. celebrities. I don't know what is going on with any of them. I know all about the Ave Joe YouTubers. I don't know what that means. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. What else? Oh, and there was a who did John say? There was somebody, he was famous because John recognized him, and he actually said out loud in an article where they found it, where he admitted that he loved the average Joe YouTubers. Yeah, I know. And listen, hey, I'm old school, so whenever you start abbreviating stuff, it's not good for me. I'm horrible. I'm horrible with abbreviations. I'm not one of the cool youngins that know abbreviations well. So I need fully typed out stuff. Every time you guys go in code, that's when my brain like just stops and goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then my brain, not only do I have no idea what you're talking about, but then I start making things up in my head. So it gets even worse with my abbreviations. So you definitely don't want me assuming abbreviations. I don't watch any mainstream media anymore. Yeah, definitely not me either. It's all YouTube and Instagram for me. Yeah, because I have to follow real. No, that one I got. LMAO I got. Enough people laugh at me over the years. Enough people laugh their A off at me over the years that one I can get. That one I can figure out. Amazon and Google quit hosting Parler's platform. Parler is suing them. That's exactly what happened. There, Lori summed it up very beautifully. But and now I believe Apple is going after Telegram as well, which I really like as well. I'm learning about that, and I may go public, but I'm not public just yet on Telegram. But that's the reason why I am actually filming and going live here on Instagram while my YouTube, because I wanted to grow my Rumble. I want to basically move YouTube to Rumble, but because I do live on YouTube, I don't know how to take this live on YouTube and put it in Rumble. So therefore, that's why I'm filming up top with my phone, so I can get Instagram and YouTube, and then I can post the one that's from Instagram to Rumble. And that's the good game plan, guys. That's my 2021 game plan. And so that's why I'm there. And speaking of Rumble, my last video, DP, the video that if you're still on, the video that I made on Instagram live to give you a virtual hug, I put it on Rumble and it made 5 cents. Boom. 5 cents, kiddo. Another nickel on Rumble. I love to brag. That's a huge achievement. Do you know how long it takes to do all this content that you're doing, to put yourself out there, to risk being attacked by, the social media enemy, and then get paid 5 cents for it? It is a big deal. It is a big deal. Have you made any money on Rumble yet? DP, don't be shy. Have you guys made any money on it? Because they drop videos, because she's smart. See, she edits her videos so she can upload it quickly. So she can take her politically incorrect knitters videos that they post every single week and put them in Rumble. And I saw that you guys are doing really good. I've been seeing a lot of Rumbles in there. You've got to be making more than a nickel. So, not to mention I won a raffle, so actually $5. Oh, let's see. Oh, the Beautiful Navies is finally up. Go ahead and yawn. Navy's founder of Galilee Life. Hey, I'm gonna bring you back up to. I heard the guy who invented the internet is building another internet. Get out. What's his name? Shoot. Come on, DP, you can help me. Is it Gore? Is it Mr. Gore? Who invented the internet? Is he doing another internet? Lori, I heard Idaho is just made an option for users to not use them. Oh, okay. Not yet. I don't think I'm doing it right. Dude, if you didn't make any money yet, if you didn't make a penny off of all those Rumble, you have so many Rumbles on your videos. You have like 200 views and like 89 Rumbles. You should have made, I have 24 Rumbles and I made a nickel. You definitely are not doing it right. You got to click the third option, not the two competes, You got to pick the third one that says all your rights are you. And then I figure like that's got to be the best one because all the rights are you has got to be your best option because everything else can be taken from you. Look at Navy's DP saying hi to you. I don't know who's each other's favorite humans right now. But yeah, if you guys missed the top of the hour, Navy's Paulino is the founder of Galilee Life. And we just tried to share, Galilee just tried to share DP's Stop the Steal Hat post on our stories because we love loving on our vendors. And Instagram banned it and blocked it. Oh, you got hold on. She got the joke. The internet is in the 90s and early 2000s was awesome. Hold on. Gore, you are so funny. It's not me. I'm not the comedian. That dude is the comedian. He's the one that said it. I'm just quoting him. Mr. Gore was the founder of the internet. Bob Kahn invented the internet. Look at, see, and this is why you guys got to go on their channel, because if you want to talk politics and laugh, you come to mine. And if you want to talk politics with truth, you go to DP and Ann Pinkovas, who are two ridiculously smart women. That's what I've been doing. Navy says, hi, DP, and hi, all. I will double check. I'm still trying to write my email for today. You guys, if you guys are patiently waiting for Politically Incorrect Knitters weekly emails with their videos, you'll know why she's late. And she's going to blame me that she's hanging out here. But if I have proof that she already said that she was running late today, and that's why she hasn't put out her video yet. We won't stop sharing DP's beautiful creations. One day, all who speak love and truth will get banned, but that's okay. God is bigger than everything. Nothing to be scared of. Preach, sister, preach. Hey, I already showed people where the answers are, where the answer is to all this crazy. And that's the truth. But I saw Galilee share successfully. See, when you first get a rejection, you do it again. And then it got through, right? I enjoy these discussions because I don't knit, but you are cool. Aw. Hey, dude, this is just a prop. Have you seen me knit? This is just a prop to remind people that I actually like yarn. Yes, Navies, we've read the final chapter, and in the end, we win. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Thank you, Jesus. Speaking of yarn, so I got, this is why I don't talk about yarn every time I'm about to. I think Time Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web. He has been working on a new web platform for several years now. Really? This is a legitimate name of who invented the World Wide Web? That's awesome. And he's coming up with a new? Yeah. It was about 10 years ago. It was about 10 years ago when AJ, when I'm going to say the infamous name, Alex Jones, said that they are after the internet and they are working to control it. That was 10 years ago. I ignored him so much 10 years ago, but everything that he's saying 10 years ago is coming to fruition right now, which is bananas. Bananas. And now I was like, yeah, they've been trying to shut down the internet because it's too free. It's too free, and they don't like freedom. Hello, Ellie. So glad you joined. Amen, Kelly. Tim, not time. Oh, let me read that back then. Tim Berners-Lee is the one who invented the World Wide Web, and he's working on a new platform. Tim invented the World Wide Web. Oh, are there differences? You guys are blowing my mind. Is that how it works? Now you're going to teach me how the burger is made. I was given a bunch of yarn that the only think appropriate is hats. I've made about 10 hats. I'm tired of hats. You're tired of making hats? Oh, I want to make hats. I'm not disciplined enough for hats. Hats means I have to work on sizes and everything, and something about size really, really bugged me. Apparently, I just Googled it. So something new that I'm gonna want to do is I want to, because conservatives are getting so censored, and Christians have been, since the beginning of time, been censored and been attacked. I'm feeling more and more urgent, what's the word, I'm feeling more and more like it's an urgency to declare my my love for Jesus Christ at every single turn. Short of, I always said that I could never get a tattoo because I can't commit to anything. I have commitment issues, so I could never get a tattoo because, besides all the pain and all that stuff, but commitment issues. And if I was to ever get a tattoo, it would be the cross. It would be a symbol of Jesus. And that's the only thing I can commit to. So if I ever brand my body, that was the only way I was going to do it. So I've just been, I'm not getting a tattoo, guys. You don't have to panic. But I've been really seriously thinking about, and I'm going to do it. I just need to figure out how to do it. So I need DP's help. And I think I want a whole brand on my scarves, either to do a cross, Jesus, believer, Jesus, a cross, and faith on my scarves, and figure out how to do that. And since DP is such an awesome pattern designer that she does, the stop the steal and all that other stuff. Are you doing the stop canceling me? Are you doing that next? Because you've really got to do that. And everybody's going to want one because everybody's getting canceled left and right. So everybody's going to want the stop canceling me hat. Oh, I'm falling behind. Hey, so Instagram's quiet, but I am still checking up on you guys. If you guys want to leave comments up there, YouTube, yes, they labeled me as crazy, and it's true. It's all psychological warfare, and they've admitted that they use control for. Oh, that's what I said. How did a single man get an entire nation to execute 6 million Jews? Right there. Yep, they controlled behavior. They all in psychology. They control the narrative, and we're watching the narrative play out right now, where government and media are linked. If you don't think government and media are linked, some scary times right now. Some scary times. We've made about 40 hats in the last month. I can help you, Bone. It's so easy. Good. So, I mean, I'm not overly ambitious. It's just 4 words that I want to put on my scarves. Google is almost like a monopoly. That is most people. Yeah, it's not like a monopoly. It absolutely is a monopoly. But I use DuckDuckGo, guys. DuckDuckGo is my platform of choice. Nancy's hooked on crochet. You guys, she just hit 800 YouTube subscribers. You guys go follow Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. She just hit 800 subscribers. I just watched the giveaway. Is that true, Nancy? Are we celebrating this today? I just watched her Instagram post, and you guys go and follow her and love a heart on her and get her to 1,000. Get her to 1,000 so she can start making money. I love DuckDuckGo. Yeah, me too. I used to use Firefox. My hubby and I used to use Firefox, but they got bought out by Google. So, amen. God is so amazing. Our true commitment and devotion to God first, and everything else will fall in its rightful place. The closer we are to Him, the less fearful of the world we will be. Amen, Navies. Amen. These hats are going to go to charity, so size does not matter a lot. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Lori. No, I have an idea. I have an idea for free speech. Because your ideas are so long. So she's not doing the stop canceling me. Not yet. Nancy says, I was finally able to knit a washcloth. I'm crocheting something now, and I will be knitting more soon. Oh, that's awesome. So you're dabbling in the other world, huh? That is awesome. Nancy's Hooked on Crochet is now knitting. That's beautiful. And she started with the washcloth. That's so beautiful. Hey, I on our 8-hour live, virtual live last week on Galilee Life, you can go check out. I'm going to put a link in the show description on both of them because I really want you guys to go check out that live event that we did. It was 8 hours of pure magic. We had such a blast, and there's pre-recorded videos from all the other vendors too that were supporting the event. You guys, there was worship. We talked about a lot of things, we even talked about the current events, because I had to mention several times that I am, let me actually touch on this a little bit. Let me finish these quotes, and I want to talk a little bit about that because I thought this was a great message, Navies, that we touched on the live. DuckDuckGo is better. Absolutely. I'm at 966. Nancy's Hooked on Crochet is at 966. You guys, 44 subscribers. Go follow her on YouTube. Go subscribe to her channel and get her to 1,000 today. What a beautiful gift would it be this weekend if we can get Nancy's Hooked on Crochet to 1,000. 4 digits, baby. 4 digits. If you get 4 digits, that's better than my 5 cents on Rumble. Because then you can start making pennies there. But I think you need 10,000 watched hours as well. Because I remember I had 1,000 subscribers and it still took me forever to get monetized on YouTube. But that's because you needed 10,000 hours. So that's still a long time. But you guys go love hard on that channel. And if you get to 1,000, definitely message me, Nancy. Get a hold of me so we can party. We can party in what's the word? In appropriate fashion. I missed your special live. My son got married. That's right. That's right. Congratulations. I hope it was a beautiful day. But that's why we have the replay. So go check out the live, the replay page. That's why I want everybody to go check it out. I thought it was 4,000. Oh, maybe it is. Did they leave the 10,000 mark and they went down to 4? That's awesome. I've been listening to 3 different prophets. They have been spot on in the past, and one said January of discovery, February of fury, and March of celebration. Hope all this stuff will be over soon. Lori, this is a fallen world. I know how we love to think that all will be better and all will be at peace, but the only real peace is when Jesus comes back, and everything else you got to put on your raincoat, grab your umbrella, and weather the storm that is called life. The faster we realize that, the more at peace you will be, because this is a fallen world. We are meant to suffer on this earth. So it's how we handle it and how we persevere through it. That's what gets us through. That's reality. Anything else, chasing happiness, chasing all that stuff, is what gets us in trouble, and that's how the enemy creeps in. So I just want to put it out there. The faster you admit and accept that this is a fallen world with fallen humans, the then you keep your raincoat on and you can weather the storm. I've been trying to knit for years and just haven't been able to get in, but just learned Tunisian crochet and I'm loving it. So I'm going to master that and then knitting again. Awesome. I've done Tunisian crochet a little bit and I like it, but it got boring to me. But the reason why, listen, Tunisian crochet it looks like knit, but it's through crochet technique and you go back and forth. The reason why I knit and crochet is when I crochet, it's one hand, my arm, my right hand constantly working. And then my arthritis starts to kick in. And then I have to knit to combat to combat it. So, cause I'm using both hands to knit and everything. And so it helps me better than crochet because it's working different muscles. That's the reason why I do the two crafts. So if I just went from crochet to Tunisian crochet, it would just be like more crochet to me. So that's why I do knit. I'm sewing the ends and blankets that I just finished. Awesome. So, okay, I'm caught up. Beautiful. So what we covered on the live, we got into the topic of, we cover a lot of like, we love on Jesus and we worship Jesus and he's always with us and we seek him but I was keep reminding of how the enemy works and how he creeps into our lives and one of the best ways he gets us is through fear, the enemy, because fear does not come from God. Fear comes from the enemy, and he uses it, and we get crippled by fear. We become afraid to speak our voice. We become afraid to share truth. We become afraid to admit truth because all the things are scary, and we become afraid to try new things. We let fear of looking like a fool, of not being good enough, of all of our insecurities. We let all that like take over. And so I talk a lot about that, and I talk during the live. And one of the things we talked about was how Navies had mentioned that she loved the fact that I can get out there and battle the enemy because I have such a big heart and I was so sensitive. And I'm so sensitive. And I was like, that's interesting that you say that because I'm out here in the world where I'm trying to fight for the most innocent of all innocent lives. And I almost broke down when she actually brought that up because I didn't think we were going to go there in the live, but we did go there. And we talked about how I said, it's interesting that you called me sensitive because I fight for the unborn as passionately as I do. And more like I feel for the unborn as passionate as I do because I really, really, really believe. I really, really believe that the evils that we are dealing with right now is because we don't value life at every stage. If we as humans don't value life at every stage, we will always struggle to value life at any stage. And by the stroke of a magical pen, we say it's okay for generational genocide. That is why we are suffering right now. That is why humans are suffering right now. Because the first 3 months of 2020, we aborted 10 million babies. Before the big epidemic, before the big pandemic, we aborted 10 million babies. We ended 10 million lives by a stroke of a magical pen. So while we're doing that, we are going to suffer. We are going to suffer because we're doing it to ourselves. We're doing it to ourselves. So now that I got that out of the way. So she said to me, I was like, it's interesting that you called me sensitive because I honestly almost broke down at that second because I always feel like I'm not sensitive. I always feel like I'm so cutthroat and so and I wish I wasn't. I feel like God gave me a machete. You know what I mean? Like I just come in and I weed whack. And I hate the machete. I hate it. I'm shy. I am a naturally shy person. I'm a quiet person. I'm a complete introvert. If you stuck me on an island by myself, I would be so happy. My mom used to tell me like I was the best toddler baby ever because all she had to do, because we were from a third world country, so this story might seem a little weird to you, but all she had to do was open a piece of a newspaper, open up a newspaper, put me, my little 1 year old toddler body on it, and I would sit there and I would pretend to read the paper. But not even just pretend to read the paper. I wouldn't leave the paper. I that was it. Babies need like full cages and cribs and all that stuff, and then they still figure out ways to climb out of it. That's my hubby. He still figure out a way to climb out of the crib. And what do you call those? I can't think of the little crate. Is it a crate? I want to say cage because I have puppies and not babies. But like John would always climb over it. But me, my mom, all she had to do was put me on a newspaper, and I would be there the whole time she would work. Because she did a loom at home, and that was her work. And I would just sit there until it was time for them to move me. That's how I am. I'm a big time introvert. But you know what weapon God gives me? This is my superpower that He managed to give me, is He gives me a machete. And so I just come out here and I have to do my thing. I have to fight what I have to fight. I'm doing what God made me do with this big, like obnoxious, blunt, sometimes very cutthroat thing. And I hate carrying it around sometimes. And I always pray. I'm like, God, why couldn't you have given me a surgeon's knife? Like, why couldn't you? I want that. I want something fine and careful and detailed. Why couldn't I have gotten that weapon to, you know what I mean, to battle with evil on this earth? And Navy's reminded me, and all this is in that live, guys. That's why I said go check out that live. It was a jam-packed live, and we had such a beautiful time on that because we were there for 8 hours. So we really let our conversations go all over the place. But she reminded me, she's like, and here Navy's gets the fine. That's her weapon. That's what God gave her. He gave her a surgeon's knife to do and to use to help. And so her job is to carefully remove evil, but very, very quietly, very detailed, very soft. And here she's praying all the time that she wishes she was more outspoken. She wishes that she could be as blunt as me. And here I'm wishing that I could be as sweet as Navy's and walk around with that. But if we're spending time praying for the opposite tool to use, for the opposite gift that God has given us, then we're not utilizing the tool that He gave us in its complete form. So we're actually doing a disservice to ourselves. And that's when I just realized, OMG. It's like, you're right. We're spending our energy fighting the tool. We're spending our energy fighting the gift that we were given. And so after that live, I came away really strongly from that I'm like, I am not going to try to turn back and give back the machete. Like, I'm not going to be like, God, here's the machete. Where's my surgeon's knife? I want the tool that Navy's got. I want the sweet, quiet, super sensitive, uncombative tool, the gentle tool. I want the gentle tool. And that's why God's always shaking His head at me. And I think that's why I struggle. And I'm like, I'm not going to struggle anymore. 2021, I'm coming out with the machete because that's the weapon that He gave me. That's the weapon that He gave me. I'm going to come out here and weed whack and chop. And that's why I'm like, so when my sweet friend DP was feeling sad that so she got banned from Ravelry and she felt very alone at that moment because when it first happened on Ravelry, we were all alone. A wolf entered our hen house, and none of us knew what happened. None of us knew what was going on. We were like, what the freak is going on here? And so she was alone, because I was alone. I felt very alone when I did that Ravelry video. It wasn't until the video was over with, until the live happened, that I saw all the supporters come find me, that I realized, I was like, wow, Satan really hid all those people from me to keep me from making that video. But luckily, I'm a soldier for God, and when God says do, and he doesn't listen, I don't always listen to God. But sometimes he shouts at me and I can't help it. Like he'll just keep shouting and shouting and shouting. And that week he was shouting at me. And so I had to do something. And that's why I went the video. So she did the Ravelry video. Or I did. So she got banned on Ravelry and she was alone. She got banned on Etsy. She has more friends now. That's why, she has more friends, because that's how she landed on Newsmax. But to be on a platform that is embracing her, like Galilee Life, that is embracing her and loving hard on her, and for us to not be able to share her stuff, like, I think it really made her sad, because she's like, what do I have to do? But that's where me and the machete came out on this week. And I went on live to say, this time too shall pass. Guys, this time too shall pass. We just have to live on our convictions and keep spreading truth and keep sharing light, and not let them change, and not let them try to change us and mute us and to get us to conform, to whatever it is, Kool-Aid they're drinking these days, because it's crazy. Because you can't even say Chinese anymore. When you say, because if my husband says, I don't want Chinese, because he never wants Chinese. He never wants Chinese. I always want Chinese, but he never wants Chinese. So for him to say that now, and the woke is calling Domino's racist for that statement, is just bananas. I wish. So did I wrap up my machete and surgeon knife chat? Okay. Did you guys get that? So, in the comments, let me know what weapon of choice that the Lord has given you, and let me know if you guys are using it. And if you're not, let's help you pray over it so that you perfect that tool and master it. I agree. There is going to be a great awakening, and the Holy Spirit will be sweeping the world. It will be better soon, and Trump will be in office as president soon. Watch and see. The mentally of doom is what caused the children of Israel to wander the wilderness 40 years in a 7-mile trip. Yes, 7-mile trip for 40 years. The older ones didn't get to the promised land. Speaking of 40 years and 7 miles, and in that live, I also spoke about John 5. My favorite of all parables is John 5. The Pool of Bethesda, where we covered that too in the live, but where the lame man, so once a year, the Pool of Bethesda, the angels come down and they stir the pool. And when that pool is stirred, the sick, the incomplete, the lame, the infallible, they all go in there and they heal themselves and they make their body whole. Well, there's a lame man that's been laying there for 37, 38 years, and he hasn't moved. He can't get to the pool. So Jesus walks by and he says, and the lame man says, sir, can you help me to the pool? I'm trying to get there, but I can't get in there to get better. So I'm still laying here. Can you help me to the pool? And Jesus, the most loving man in the entire world, nobody like him, the sweetest man in the entire world. Instead of saying, sure, I'll help you, I'll carry you, I'll get you up there, the first thing he says is, do you even want to get better? He asked a 38-year-old man, do you even want to get better? You've been laying here in this filth for 38 years, lame, covered in your own filth for 38 years. Do you even want to get better? And he's like, of course I want to get better. But they every time when this pool starts, I try to get up there, but people push me back and nobody helps me and nobody carries me. Nobody, you know what I mean? They push me back and I get, all the excuses. So Jesus says, rise, take up thy bed and walk. Get up. When you fall, you get up. There's nowhere else. They have disability, like what do you call it? Olympics, Special Olympics for people who are missing limbs. And they do extraordinary things. There's nothing in this world that we are incapable of. The black box that's up there gives you the power to do anything, learn anything, do anything. There's nothing that's crippling you. There's no disadvantage. There's nothing to keep you marginalized. Nothing. That's the fair game right there, is the internet, because the wealth of knowledge is all out there for you to be better. Get up, take up your bed, clean up the mess, the filth that you're living in, clean up your place, clean up your physical clutter, because physical clutter is mental clutter. Clean up your environment, and then walk, pursue, go after your dreams, go in the direction that you were meant to go to, go in the direction that you want to go to, the calling that you're meant to do. Because it's 2021. That pool, because of the internet, the famous World Wide Web that we're talking about, that pool is stirring right now, and it's constantly moving. We have the ability to get up in the morning and start a new day and show up our best way. And if you're not, then it's like God says, do you even want to get better? Do you even want your life to improve? Do you want the situation to change? Like me, wanting to lose weight every New Year's. And then I have a choice between wings and cheesecake or a salad. And I can't tell you how many times I default to wings and cheesecake. So then when I ask, in February, March, and go, why am I not losing weight? Why is this goal so hard? Well, because God's like, and then I pray, I'm like, why can't I be thin like them? Why can't I be healthy like them? Why can't I have an energy like those other people? And then, of course, God will ask me, do you even want to get better? And naturally, my answer is going to be like that lame guy and go, well, there's all this, and I was so stressed, and this was my comfort food, and I had no choice, and da da da. I'm the lame man. That's why I love that story so much. I like to remind myself of it. You and your preaching have been a great encouragement to me since I found you on Politically Incorrect Knitters. Oh, Random Life of Katie. That's awesome. You found me through the beautiful Politically Incorrect Knitters. That's amazing. Wow, I fell behind. See, when I get to preaching, I fell behind. You guys go check out the live replay. Galilee-life.com/live2021. The Random Life of Katie. So glad you found Bone through us. That's awesome. I'm very glad you guys found me through them. I knew they would bring good people, even though the internet tells me they're not good people to associate with. Although DP has been told not to associate with me this week as well, because I didn't vote for her guy, so I must not be cool enough to be DP's friend. But luckily, she's smarter than that. Kelly, I'm the same. I would love to be on an island. My mom said the same thing about me. She could give me a magazine or a book and I'd be content. The word you're looking for is playpen. That's it. That word is playpen that I'm looking for. Amen. God created us to use exactly what he needed us to be. We are all warriors of Christ in the way that he has called us to be. Exactly. See, Navy's in her little scalpel knife, sharp. It might be, listen, her scalpel might be a tiny little surgeon knife for all the detailed work, combating the enemy and praising the Lord. But that little knife that the Lord gave her is sharp. She loves hard on Jesus, so hard so hard. She loves on Jesus that she created a platform for Jesus lovers. She created a platform in his name for his glory. Everything about GL, everything about Galilee life is in the name of Jesus. Every decision we make is to glorify God. Every decision we make on that team. First thing we always say is, will this glorify Jesus? Will this glorify God? And if it doesn't, we know the answer. And if it does, that's what we go hard on. I am blessed to have you guys politically incorrect knitters. I needed 15 minutes of pity party and then I'm back. Boom! 15 minutes. See, better than the lame man. She didn't take 38 years. Just 15 minutes. But that's why she's so fast, because she's a freaking machine. How many hats did you say you made? 30 hats you completed? Her Stop the Steal? I thought she was going to be doing that for at least till March. But dang it. I was joking with her that I don't think she's a handmade anymore. I think she should just be classified as a manufacturing business at this point. Joelle says that Ravelry is still banning groups. Joelle, did you leave Instagram and come on YouTube because you knew that was where the party's at? Are you the same Joelle? Ravelry is still banning groups. Of course they are. That's what they, when your weapon of choice is to censor, then what else are you going to do but keep censoring? But you're going to get to the point where you're going to censor and you're going to censor no more because you're going to sit there alone, because I have so many words for that word. I posted my yarn haul for Hobby Lobby a few months ago and the lady went crazy. Well, what lady? I fell behind, Nancy. God gave me nursing, something I had always said I would never do. But when God says, go this way, what's a girl to do? I mean, Jonah ended up getting transported to where God wanted him to be by a whale. Amen. Speaking of Jonah and the whale, there, Navies, are you still on? Because Random Life of Katie just brought up the Jonah story. That was Navy's theme, because if you on that live event, because she wanted to do so many other things, but God kept steering her this way, and she kept fighting it to the point where, like, even last night she's up all night because somehow the website crashed for a minute until they had to figure out what was going on. Why wouldn't the website work? I mean, that lady is working so hard to do this work, and she gets met by the enemy like you wouldn't believe, but she keeps pursuing. But for the longest time she fought that. So the story of Jonah was really big on her heart that day last week. This is one of my favorite stories. Do you want to get well? Yep. Do you even want? That's the question. The people think that it's literally a 5-paragraph story. It's the tiniest little story, but it packs such a punch because that question means everything. We are always going to God. We are always going to our leaders. We are always going to whoever is above us, our bosses and parents. Or can you make this? Can you make this happen? Can you make? But then, the problem with government is they know that you're going to ask for handouts, and then they pretend to give it to you to keep you on the hook. But if they were really good government, if they were really your good leaders, they would say, do you even want to get better? Do you even want to make money? Do you even want to be autonomous? Do you even want to be independent? Do you even want freedom? The government, that's how you know government is corrupt and evil, because they don't do that. They won't do that. They won't ask you for wanting that. Just like Jesus. Jesus said, but unlike Jesus, where he says, do you even want that? You know what I mean? Subscribe. Joelle, look at you. Got a subscriber. We're now at 967, 987. We're close. We're close to that 1,000. Oh, my downfall is moo bars. So I have a moo bar for breakfast. So hopefully I can exercise it off. I've been on a diet for 4 months and went the wrong way over Christmas. Oh, we've all went the wrong way over Christmas. It's still Christmas to me. Politically Incorrect did 36 Stop the Steal hats and 10 other ones. 46 hats in a month? What the heck is that? What is that? And she's got 2 youngins, by the way. 2 youngins. So it's not like she's like a free bird like me. Oh, you're on Instagram. You're on Instagram and YouTube. Joelle, you are my favorite human. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting both platforms. I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys, there's nothing harder than getting up on a social media platform for the world to see. There's nothing harder for the world to see, and speaking your mind and speaking your truth and getting and running the risk of getting vilified for it, and running the risk of the enemy coming at you and attacking you, and then to but I do it because of you guys. I do it because I love engaging with humans. I love being with my friends. That would be my saddest thing. The reason why I sit in fear of being canceled. It's so funny. I couldn't tell you how many times I told myself, I'm over this. This is too hard. I'm over this. I'm getting off the internet. I'm getting off. I'm not doing it. And then I think of all my beautiful creative friends on the other side of this technologies, and then I get sad, and I'd hate to think that we couldn't come together again and chat again. So that's why I'm like, for the first time, I'm actually like terrified of being canceled and being censored, and not being able to get a hold of you guys again. And but that's why I'm doing all these other platforms. So like I said, wherever I get canceled from, because I'm not going to stop speaking truth. I'm not going to stop sharing God's word, and Christians will be it starts off. Let me tell you something. I always say that I'm not political, and I may have not voted for the president this round, and I'm not, and I'm independent, and I'm a third party, and I'm not political, and I'm not all that stuff, and I'm not into politics. I may say all that, and even though the conservatives are being censored right now, let me tell you the ultimate goal. I know the world that we live in, and I know the fight that we fight, and it's not humans. It's not earthly fight. I fight a good and evil. I fight a God and enemy. I fight for the afterlife, right? Hey, Janelle. Oh, Janelle's on Instagram. I fight for the afterlife. So my bigger battle is fighting Satan and fighting for Jesus. And whoever's being attacked right now, ultimately is God's people in the end. It's Satan keeping us from meeting Jesus. It's Satan keeping us from. So as much as the conservatives are being banned right now from free speech is the ultimate goal that they want to take out, because they mute us. And I love the mask symbol right now, because the mask of 2020, if you didn't know, if only there was a sign that the people were being muted right now, I wonder what would it have been. Would we have seen the sign? The sign is the 2020 mask. That now the new president, the new supposed most popular president, says, I will mandate your mask. What, for how many days? 100 days? 100 days. 100 days. Just mute yourself. It's crazy. Crazy. Sorry, I posted clearance group, and a woman attacked for my choice to shop at Hobby Lobby. She thinks that it's anti. Oh my gosh, Nancy, that's crazy. I was just at Hobby Lobby yesterday. I love Hobby Lobby. In fact, I'm so Hobby Lobby that I stopped shopping at Michael's and AC Moore's. And only recently I went to Joann's for a little bit. But every week we stop at Hobby Lobby. By choice, on purpose, every single time. So come at me and call me anti-Semitic. And anybody, it always fascinates me that people like would even accuse anybody of, if anybody wants to call me anti-Semitic, I'm going to be like, my Jesus Christ was Jewish. My God was Jewish. DP left. DP left. Did you leave? Did you leave YouTube? Are you done with your email? Have you come back to your home Instagram? DP's up on IG. Phone, where's the Bible? Where in the Bible is that story? John 5. The pool of Bethesda is John 5. It is so good. 1 through 18, I believe. So good. And then he goes further, but the pool part is awesome. Walmart is the worst. Walmart is worse than Hobby Lobby. At least they haven't pledged millions to BLM like Walmart. You know it. You know it. And you know how I feel about BLM. Thanks, Allie. Have a giveaway video. Go enter, watch for instructions. Awesome. Look at that. That's how she's going to finish to the 4 digits. Do a huge giveaway. I love Hobby Lobby. Yeah, me too. I love it. We show up every week. Sometimes we just do it for fun. Remind everyone to get in your email list. Thank you, Ellie. You're so good. Ellie is so awesome. She's a smart human right there. Yes, that's why on my first line it says to join the email list, and you get my free ebook. Handmade Creative Masterminds. You get it for free if you join the email list. I don't bombard you with emails. In fact, I'm so horrible with emails. I want to get better at emails, but I'm not good at emails. But listen, go sign up. This way, if something goes down, which something will go down, you will regret that you didn't get a hold of my email list. But you can always find me on Galilee Life. Until then. AC Moore, Kohl's by me, and brand new Hobby Lobby open nearby. That's awesome. Yeah, actually, our AC Moore just got shut down, probably because I stopped shopping there. I went to Hobby Lobby instead. Remember to hit the like button. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys are such amazing humans. What an awesome time to come back. Wow, I can't believe it. I've got an engaged group on both platforms, which is freaking amazing. You guys, thank you so much. I'm 20 minutes over my time allotted. And I have to say farewell until next week because I am in the dining room. And so the longer I stay here, that's the longer I'm banning my hubby from coming down. And I'm shocked that the Beagles and Indy are quiet, but that's because John's been up since 5 a.m. and so he's had them run down. So they're nice and quiet for this live. So thank you, John, for that. Right, you guys, thank you so much. I can't wait for next week. I can't wait. This is a regular thing. I'm always here Saturday at 9 a.m. Hey, what I really want is for one of you brave humans out there to come and join me. Come and join me at 9 a.m. Come chat with me. We'll put you on camera. You don't even have to turn. Okay, this is 2021, so this is our great time to come on. Nancy, come on. If you don't get to 4 digits this week, join me next Saturday at 9 a.m. Nancy. That's my invitation. I think Michael's is closing. They are having a big sale. So many shelves are bare. I heard in other city things. Yeah, I saw a huge 80% sale for Michael's at my area. I just thought it was Christmas stuff, but maybe they are shutting down. Who knows? Yeah, so Nancy, if you don't get to 1,000, then I say the Lord is telling you to come on my show. Join me live. I'll think about it. Time to go watch the latest. Yes, that's it. Leave me. Go click over to DP's new video they just dropped. I'm assuming they just dropped, so perfect timing to segue over there and go join. You know who else are a part of our politically incorrect peeps, the beautiful knitters. DP, who are our friends? Adventures with Yarn. Go check out that YouTube channel. And Murder Knits. Is Murder Knits Murder Knits on YouTube? Go check that out. Go check them out. Murder Knits and Adventures with Yarn. Did I leave anybody? I think I got it all. I think it's the 4 of us right now. So yay, right? Murder Knits DP, since you're right there on Instagram. YouTube channel politically on to Politically Incorrect Knitters. It's like a tag team, you guys. It's like a tag team race. Leave me, go to Politically Incorrect Knitters, and then hop over to Adventures with Yarn for Louise, and then Tabitha for Murder Knits. And then you've pretty much covered a good ground on some really good humans loving on yarn and loving free speech. All right, God bless. Yeah, she Murder Knits does true crime and knitting. Yeah, I love teasing her because she'll talk about like characters on her post, and then but I don't treat them as characters. To me, I'm like, because I'm so knowledgeable of crime books and politics in general, I treat them as one. So I'm always like, her characters that she mentions on her post, I treat them like DP's politics. And I'm like, I have no idea who that is. And like, well, and then she'll keep going. I'm like, still don't know. So I love teasing her about that stuff. But all right, you guys, love you. I'll see you guys next week, 9 a.m. Have a blessed and beautiful week. Enjoy your weekend. Don't work so hard. And don't let the crazy out there control your narrative, and shut off your TV and go live life, because what's on TV is not real life. And also what's on social media is not real life either. Unless you're actually engaging with real human beings and talking to them. If you are, then that's real life. All right, God bless. See you next week. Bye.